Hello everybody, welcome back to another video where today we're going to be talking about Chat GPT. Specifically, we're going to be asking it some questions and see what it does, and we're going to give it some points. If it gets positive points, then it wins, but if it gets negative amounts of points, it loses. So, let's start off with the first question with who is Angry Birds Gaming Order? Let's find out if he knows it. Just thinking about it. Still thinking about it. I'm sorry, but I am not aware of an entity or individual named Angry Birds Gaming Corner. It's possible that this is a small independent gaming website or YouTube channel that focuses on Angry Birds games franchises. However, without further information, I cannot provide a definitive answer. -1. That is not correct. You did guess the YouTube channel, but let's see. What ability does Chuck have an Angry Birds? Chuck is one of the main characters in the Angry Birds franchise, and he's a yellow bird with a triangular shape. In the game, Chuck has the ability to accelerate quickly and attack structures or pigs with great speed. When the player taps on the screen while Chuck is in the air, he will perform a speed move that will make him move even faster, which can be helpful for breaking through tougher structures. In some versions of the game, Chuck can also split into 3 smaller birds and hit multiple targets at once. Overall, Chuck's abilities make him a valuable character for players looking to do a lot of damage quickly. -1 point for the blues part. The blues split in 3, not Chuck. Though it did get the speed ability correct, which is pretty good. Alright. What is Bob's ability in Angry Birds? Bob is one of the main characters in the Angry Birds franchise, and he is a black bird with a round body and a short fuse on his head. In the game, Bob has the ability to explode when the player taps on the screen, causing damage to the surrounding structures and pigs. The ability can be useful for breaking through soft barriers or causing chain reactions to take out multiple targets at once. In some versions of the game, Bob can also be triggered remotely by tapping the screen again after he has landed, which can allow him for more strategic gameplay. Overall, Bob's ability makes him a powerful character for players looking to deal a lot of damage to the pigs and their structures. Yeah, I go with it, yeah. +1 point, I'd say. Yeah. Alright. Next up is Matilda, a boy or girl. Alright. Matilda is a female character in the Angry Birds franchise. She is a white bird with a red headband and a somewhat rectangular shape. Matilda has a unique ability compared to the other birds, which involves an egg-dropping projectile from the sky to deal damage to structures and things below. Additionally, the egg can also create a small explosion upon impact, causing further damage to nearby structures. Overall, Matilda's ability and her feminine appearance makes her a distinctive and valuable character in the game. -1 point for the inaccurate information. Matilda is not, in fact, a rectangle, but it did get the gender right, which, good job. Alright, next up. What are the blues names in Angry Birds? The three blue birds in Angry Birds games franchise are commonly referred to as the Blues, and they are identical in appearance. However, they do have official names: Jay, Jake, and Jim. These were names were revealed and later versions of the game and various Angry Birds merchandise. Each of the blues have the ability to split into 3 smaller birds, which can be helpful for hitting multiple targets for covering a wider area. Overall, the blue birds are a more popular and useful trio of characters in the game. Yes. In fact, that is completely true. So plus 1 point. Good job. Let's see. What boss is strongest in Angry Birds Epic? It's really thinking about it. What's he gonna say? Alright, in Angry Birds Epic, the strongest boss is generally considered to be Sporky, who's the final boss of the game. No. He is a large, heavily armored pig with a crown on his head. Nope. And he has a wide range of powerful attacks that can deal massive damage, kind of, to the player's party. Additionally, Prince Porky can also call in reinforcements in the form of other tough pigs, making the battle even more challenging. To defeat Prince Porky and the other strong bosses in Birds Epic, the player will need to carefully manage their resources, use their skills strategically, and make good use of equipment and power-ups. It may also be helpful to level up and strengthen their party members, as well as to experiment with different team compositions and strategies. No. Completely incorrect. Minus 1 point. I'm gonna give it a chance of redemption here. Is Wizard Pig stronger than Prince Porky? Angry's Epic Wizard Pig is a general boss, but he's considered to be slightly weaker than Prince Porky, who was the final boss of the game, is widely regarded as the strongest boss. Nope. Wizard Pig is a pig with magical abilities and can use a range of spells and attacks and deal damage to the player's party. However, he does not have the same ability of durability and defensive power as Prince Porky. He can deal massive damage and call in reinforcements to make the battle even more difficult. That being said, defeating Wizard Pig still requires careful strategy, resource management, and skillful play. Players may need to experiment with different team compositions and tactics to find an approach that works for them. Overall, while Wizard Pig is a tough opponent, he is not quite as formidable as Prince Porky. Alright, minus 1 point once again. No. In fact, Wizard Pig is the final boss of the game. And Prince Porky is a lot weaker. Alright. When did Angry Birds Toons release? Angry Birds Toons is an animated series based on the Angry Birds games franchise. It was released on March 16, 2013. The series features short episodes that follow the adventure of the birds and pigs that they engage in various comedic and adventurous situations. The show was produced by Rovio Entertainment and has since been released on various streaming platforms and broadcast networks around the world. Angry Birds Toons has been well received by fans of the game franchise and has helped to further expand the world and characters of the Angry Birds universe. I believe that is in fact true. Yeah, that's in fact true. Alright, good job. Plus 1 point. Alright, what is Angry Birds Nest.com? AngryBirdsNest.com is a fan website dedicated to the Angry Birds franchise. The website provides news, walkthroughs, and tips for playing various Angry Birds games, as well as forum stands for fans to discuss and share information about the game. The site was created in 2010 for a group of fans who wanted to share their love for the game and help others improve their skills and knowledge of the game. Over the years, AngryBirdsNest.com has become a popular resource for fans of the Angry Birds games, and It has grown to include a wide range of content, including reviews of new games, updates on the latest news and events in the Angry Birds community, and a podcast dedicated to the franchise. Overall, AngryBirdsNest.com is a valuable resource for fans of the Angry Birds franchise who are looking to know more about the game, connect with other fans, and improve their gameplay. Yeah, I'm going to give it a +1 point. So, good job. Alright. Next up. What does King Pig do in Angry Birds? In the Angry Birds franchise, King Pig is the main antagonist and leader of the Bad Piggies. His role in the game varies depending on the version, but in general, he is responsible for stealing the eggs in the Angry Birds and creating structures and obstacles to prevent the verse from getting them back. In some versions of the game, such as the original Angry Birds games, King Pig appears as the final boss, and the player must defeat him in order to rescue the stolen eggs. In other versions, such as Angry Birds Rio, King Pig does not appear as a boss, but still does serves as a key antagonist in the game storyline. King Pig is also a playable character in some versions of the game, including Angry Birds Go and Angry Birds Epic. No. Not in Angry Birds Epic. Where he can use his weight and strength to cause ability to structures and opponents. Overall, King Pig is a key character in the Angry Birds game franchise, and his actions and schemes are central to many game storylines and challenges. No. Kind of, but no. I'm going to give it -1 point for the false information. Alright. Next up. Angry Birds Go is a kart racing game based on the Angry Birds franchise. It was released by Bellevue Entertainment in December 2013 for mobile devices, and later Windows and... No, it wasn't ever released for Windows and BlackBerry devices. The game features the familiar characters from the Angry Birds franchise, but instead of slinging them as structures, players race them in carts in various tracks and courses. In Angry Birds Go, players can choose from a variety of characters, each with their own unique cart and abilities. The game features various race modes, including standard races, time trials, and challenges that requires players to perform stunts or collect items on the track. This game also includes power-ups and items that players can use to gain an advantage over their opponents to hinder their progress. The game received generally positive reviews upon its release, with many praising its colorful graphics, fun gameplay, and engaging racing mechanics. Overall, Angry Birds Go is a fun and entertaining addition to the Angry Birds franchise, offering a new way to experience the familiar characters in the world of the series. I'm going to give it -1 point just for the Windows, although mostly it was correct. But most of this stuff right here, this is mostly true. I like that. Alright, this AI's not that bad. Alright. Who is the blue version of Parents from Angry Birds? In the Angry Birds franchise, there is no blue version of Terrence. Terrence also had those... Yeah, okay. That is not true. Tony, that's his name. Tony is in fact a blue version of Terrence. So let's re-ask you the question. Who is Tony in Angry Birds? Tony is not a character that appears in the Angry Birds franchise. There are many characters in the franchise. No. Alright, -2 points. No, Tony is in fact a character who is a blue version. If you have any additional information or context about where you heard or saw the name Tony in relation to Angry Birds, feel free to provide it, and I can try to provide more specific information. Alright, -2 points, in total for those two combined. So, you're not looking very good. You're already in the negatives. Tony is in fact a blue bird in Angry Birds. He's, if I'm correct, he is Terrence's brother. So, alright. Angry Birds community. The hashtag BringBack2012 in the games community refers to a movement along fans of the game who are nostalgic for the earlier version of the game, particularly the original Angry Birds game that was released in no, that was not released in 2012. Alright. The movement started as a way for fans to express a desire to see the game return to its roots, with simple and fun gameplay that focused on the classic slingshot mechanics and destructive physics-based puzzles. In recent years, the Angry Birds franchise has expanded to include many different spin-offs of the game, as well as merchandise, movies, and other media. While these additions have been popular with many fans, some longtime fans feel like the series has strayed too far from its original formula, and are recalling first return to a simpler, more classic gameplay of the original game. The hashtag BringBack2012 movement is largely driven by social media with fans using the hashtag to share their memories of playing the original Angry Birds game and to express their desire to see the game return to its former glory. While it remains to be seen whether Rovia Entertainment, the company behind the Angry Birds franchise, will respond to this movement, it is clear that there is a passionate community of fans who remain loyal to the game even after all these years. No. Nope. Well, yeah, some people do want that. The entire point of hashtag BringBack2012 was for fans. They wanted the classic Angry Birds games back, those ones being the ones from 2009 to 2014. So immediately that was false. Also, the original Angry Birds was not released back in 2012. It even said so itself. If you go back a little bit. Alright, never mind. But, nope, that is not true. Alright, next up. What is the name of the first world of the classic? The first world of classic Angry Birds is called Poached Eggs, and it consists of 21 levels and introduces the basic gameplay mechanics, including the use of slingshot to launch birds at structures in order to defeat the pigs and progress through the levels. The Poached Eggs world features simple structures made of wood, glass, stone, and glass, and gradually increases in difficulty and the player progresses through the level. It is followed by 2 additional worlds, Mighty Hoax and Danger Above, which introduce new structures and obstacles and increase the level of challenge. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that with plus 1 point, yeah. Alright. Next up, who is the Mighty Eagle? Just really thinking about this one. Who is the Mighty Eagle? The Mighty Eagle is a special character in the Angry Birds franchise who is known for its incredible strength and destructive power. He is depicted as a large, majestic eagle with impressive feathers and a fierce expression. In the game, the Mighty Eagle can be used for difficult levels and bypass particularly challenging sections in the level. To use the Mighty Eagle, players must first purchase him as an in-app purchase in order by collecting items in games. Once the Mighty Eagle has been obtained, players can use him to clear a level by using a special sardine can item to lure him in the level. The Mighty Eagle then swoops down and destroys all the structures on the screen, earning the player a high score and unlocking new levels. When the Mighty Eagle is a powerful ally in the game, can only be used in a limited number of times per hour, and his use can be expensive in terms of in-game currency or real-world money. Despite this, the Mighty Eagle remains a popular and iconic character in the Angry Birds franchise, and experiences in the game associated media are always highly anticipated by fans. Yes, in fact, that is all true. Plus 1 point, good job. Alright. Who is Ross from Angry Birds? There's no character named Ross in the Angry Birds franchise. Alright, nope. Ross is the pig from Mad Piggies. It's the main pig. You can tell it because Ross is a pig who has freckles and angry and bad piggies. Alright. Thank you for providing additional context. You are correct that Ross is the character in the game Bad Piggies. He's a pig with freckles who appears as a minor character in the game in Bad Piggies. Players control the pigs inside of the birds and must build contraptions and vehicles to help the pigs navigate through levels and collect things. Ross is a member of the pig gang and Bad Piggies and appears in a few levels throughout the game. While he is not a major character in the game, he does have a distinctive appearance due to his freckles, which set him apart from the other pigs. I'm still going to give him -1 point just for the minor role thing. Ross is the main protagonist of Bad Piggies, so let's see if he can get Tony. Now, let's see if he can get Tony. Let's see it. I will give you +1 if you get this right. Come on. Come on, just really thinking about it. Just really thinking. That's Tony right there. That's very Tony. So let's see it. Come on. Will he do it? That is the question. Something went wrong with this that you possess. Alright. Regenerate. Alright, you know what? -1.8. For it to not regenerate. Alright. Well, looks like that's all we have. Looks like... Yeah, it loses this time. Alright. Thank you for the correction. You are correct about that. Tony, also known as Blue Terrence pre-release, is the character that appears on the Oddfin Ice Level episode of the Angry Birds seasons. Tony is a blue-colored version of Terrence, a character from the original Angry Birds game, and he has similar abilities to Terrence in terms of strength and destructive power. In the Unfit episode of Angry Birds seasons, Tony appears as a new character introduced specifically for that episode. The episode takes place in a winter wonderland setting and features a variety of new levels and challenges for players to complete with. As with many of the episodes in Angry Birds seasons, Unfit Ice features new unique themes and characters that are tailored to the season or holiday being celebrated, and Tony is just one example of the many characters that has been introduced throughout the game's history. Alright, +1. Alright. If I'm correct, it is still in the negative, so we're going to give it one more chance. When... Alright. What... Explain to me Stella from Angry Birds. Alright. This has to be all correct. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Stella's the character in the Angry Birds franchise who first appeared in Angry Birds Stella in 2014. She was a pink bird with long eyelashes and a confident personality, and she quickly became a fan favorite among players of the game. In the Angry Birds games, in the game Angry Birds Stella, players control a group of birds led by Stella as they seek to reclaim their island home from the group of villainous pigs. The game features a range of new character settings and gameplay mechanics, and is notable for its focus on female characters and empowerment themes. Since her introduction to Angry Birds Stella has become a prominent character in the Angry Birds franchise, appearing in various games, merchandise, and media. She is known for her positive attitude, leadership skills, and determination, and she has been a role model for many young players in the game. In addition to her appearances in the game, Stella has also been featured in Angry Birds shorts, comics, and other media. Her popularity has helped to expand the Angry Birds franchise to new audiences, and she remains one of the most recognizable and beloved characters of the series. Sure. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, +1 point. Alright. No. It gets +1 point, plus it also gets the point from, it gets all the minus points removed and then it gets +1. So the AI did win this challenge, in fact, which, good job to it. So If you want a part 2, I guess like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll make a part 2. Maybe for a different game, maybe for Angry Birds. Put your ideas in the comments. Should I make a part 2? What question should I include next? Whatever. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. See you guys.